Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of The Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about creating a work-life creative balance. Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of Rough Draft. We are still in the month of October, so for housekeeping in the month of October, you have the Becoming Love Fest that runs from October 18th through 19th. That's held in Atlanta, Georgia. And you also have the National Black Book Festival that is held, I believe, in Dallas, Texas, and that runs from October 23rd through October 25th. Now get into the subject matter at hand, which is basically being able to create a work, life, and creative balance, specifically for those of us who are independent artists. That is not an easy feat. I know this is a subject matter that I broached before. I believe it was either in the disrespect factor or it was in fake ass fans and bullshit supporters. I am not coming to this particular episode with any type of malice towards anybody. This is not based off of any type of negative experience, but I do think that a lot of people really do not understand how hard it is for those of us who are independent artists to try to get our work out and manage our creative careers with the lack of support that we get from people who we consider our target audience and supposedly they are supposed to be our supporters. We do not have some sort of a marketing machine behind us. We do not have some sort of major conglomerate behind us. If you are a published author, 9 times out of 10, you're not attached to a publishing company. If you're independent, whether you're doing your work through print on demand publishers or if you're completely self published, everything that falls to marketing and promoting the book falls Same on thing you. If you are a comic book artist and you publish your own comic book, everything as far as marketing and promoting that book falls on you. And so for a lot of us who are independent artists, that is not fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you need to have a work life creative balance. You need to be able to balance all three. I mean, in my particular case, there was one time where I'm just like, okay, I was working 2 jobs at the same time, plus being involved in community activism and literary activism. You know what I'm saying? I was not in a relationship at the time, but still, it's just like that's hard. So you have to balance all that stuff that you're doing, and it's like, okay, there are only so many hours in a day, and a person needs to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then trying to do this creative pursuit, it's you say like nobody's there helping me. I'm doing everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? And imagine imagine for some of us who are actually in relationships with a significant other or have children. So you have to balance working a day job, spending time with your family, and also pursuing your creative pursuits. That ain't fucking easy. Like, come on, people. When we start to complain about lack of support for our work, it's because we're spending so much time having to juggle all these different things in order to pursue our dream of being a creative, a professional creative, and putting our work out there into the public. If you don't support us, that is just like not so much of like what the fuck are we doing this for, but it's just like why you say I'm doing all this work to actually produce this project, put it out to the public for sale for you, and you're not out here supporting it. And it's kind of like, okay, you're quick to jump on a bandwagon of why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? Well, of course, mainstream outlets aren't going to provide you with what it is that you're looking for. We independent artists are the ones who are doing that. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be a major publisher that's going to create books specifically targeting, saying children of color. We're doing that on our own as independent artists. You know what I'm saying? We're creating novels of us in different genres, like science fiction, fantasy, mystery, you say action, you say suspense thrillers or something like that, horror. We have those of us that are independents who are writing that, but y'all not supporting what we're doing. And again, it's like you have to divide your time between working your day job and also spending time with your family or at least your significant other if you're only dating somebody or you say in a committed relationship. Like, and then if you have children, that's even more. Say children need a lot of attention and time. So for a lot of us, it's just like being able to find that balance to like do our creative pursuits, um, have our products and put them out there for the public, and also having enough time to like do everything else that we need to do as far as our regular like day life responsibilities. And especially in my own personal case, it's like, okay, there are a lot of times where like I've had jobs and my schedule has been very, very inconsistent, like ridiculously inconsistent. I don't have regularly scheduled days off. I don't work Monday through Friday and then have the weekends off where I can actually do that. Like I've had jobs where I've definitely had rotating weekends. So that's very hard. So it's just like, what I'm saying, finding time to write my books, finding time to promote other certain books, being able to see if I can get a particular day off so I could participate in some sort of in-person event and whatnot, clearly before COVID. And so it's like, motherfucker, that ain't easy. And then it's like, okay, if you have a significant other in your life, they might complain because it's like, okay, you're spending all your time pursuing this. What about me? I'm feeling neglected and unattended. So it's just like, okay, damn, I got to deal with that. Clearly, you got to work at least 40 hours, maybe 40 plus a week so that you can pay your goddamn bills. And remember something, we as independent artists have to do everything out of pocket when it comes to marketing and promoting our works. So if we're doing an in-person event and we have to rent out a space in order to do that event, like we got to pay for that. That's not like some publisher setting that up. You're setting up your own pocket. So if you're not necessarily supportive for what you're doing, like, yeah, we tend to feel a particular way about that. You know what I'm saying? We're putting in all this effort, we're sacrificing all this time in order to try and make our dreams come true. Like the least that the public can do is support what the fuck we doing. I mean, just like how many times is it just like some celebrity will drop a book and everybody and their mama will run out and buy that celebrity's fucking book and want to like organize a book club around that particular celebrity's book. Like you have no idea how many women I've heard talk about when Michelle Obama dropped her book. Oh, they wanted to run out and buy her book and start a book club based on her fucking book. I'm like, for real? You probably know a couple of sisters who have probably written a book like years ago that you still haven't supported them, and you're not going gaga over like your homegirl who just published a book and put her blood, sweat, and tears in that, and wanted to talk about creating a book club around that person's book. And you know that they're probably looking at you all side-eyed and shit. So it's just like, oh, so because this chick who's married to the president, you're gonna go and support her book, but you're not gonna support me. And you know that this has like been a passion of mine since like I was very young. We're putting in the work. Please show us the support. That's all we ask. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not an easy road that we're traveling. We're doing the best that we can with as little support that's being given to us. So do what you need to do as consumers and support us, the independents. Please. Like, don't just jump on some bandwagon and talk some dumb shit that you hear on the internet and then try to sound like you big, bad, flying woke and shit like that. And you're not even like putting action behind whatever fucking words that you're regurgitating. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the Rough Draft. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like a copy of any of my books that are available in paperback format, these are outlets that you need to go to get them, which is Off the House, Outskirts Press, Create Space, Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles, and Books A Million. I do believe my books are available on bookshop.org. Um, my books are also available in digital format. So if you'd like to download the ebook, please go to these different channels to see if you get access to my books, which is Kindle, Nook, Kobo, Apple Books, Everand, Smashwords, Fable, and internationally through Vivio, Tolino, and Gardeners. My ebooks are also available for libraries. So hopefully your library has an account with one of these distributors, which is Overdrive, Hoopla, Baker and Taylor, Cloud Library, Palace Marketplace, Odillo, and BioBox International to the UK and Australia. If you are watching this video on YouTube, you know what you need to do. Please like the video, definitely leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel and definitely press the notification button. That way, you know when I post a new video or if I say something in the community section. And remember, when you press the notification button, to press the all, so you get notified when anything that I do. Like I said, posting a new video, say something in the community section, because that's the only way you're gonna get those alerts. Because the algorithm acts all types of stupid and crazy if you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know how I always like to end these videos. Keep the fist raised. I am always on my literary grind. And I will see you in the next video and talk to you soon. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your support. Peace.